Yo, this post will be kind of simple. I just want to relay the issues, the problems that I'm having starting a nonprofit. And it's just a hurdle I want to express to you because, people, I kind of always go off of this like iceberg thing where people only see like the success or the tip of the iceberg, but they don't realize just how much BS people have to go through just to get to where they're at. And so it's like, this video is about disappointment. It's like I started this thing with the rose colored glasses of like, oh, let's change the world. Let's do something good for the world. Let's be better. And I am just so amazed with humans and what they do to choose to help or not. And it's like, I talk to the city and the city goes, oh, we won't help you. And they usually only help if there's like pressure from the community because that's who they serve. Okay, well then I try to go to the community, try to rally them up. Hey, all I want is just like for you to follow, just to stick around, because it's simple, it's free, it's easy, and like it will help us rally together. And then they kind of go, oh, I don't want to help if you're not Joe celebrity, or that you don't look impressive from the get go. So it's a catch 22. It's like, I need to look impressive to get things moved forward. But to look impressive, I need people to stick around and join. And it's not like I'm asking for donations yet. I'm just saying, if you believe in a cause, if you just believe in helping in any which way, stick around. And so that's my conflict, I try to deal with the city, and it makes you very upset with government entities because they just have a whole system where they don't want to, where they make it hard, unnecessarily hard. And right now is like tax season, so I'll use that as an example. All the jargon, who knows how to do taxes? Most people are just so exhausted they hire somebody to do it for them. And I know we've had this discussion in the past many times in several different ways. It's like, when did lawyer jargon become the talk of our reality? you know, it's like, if there are people, if I'm having this issue, then there's got to be people like me where it's like they want to file their own things, they want to be on the book, they want to do things, but you guys make it so hard. Put no if you're blocked. It's just the jargon doesn't make any sense. The wording doesn't make any sense. And then you try to get a hold of people, the city, the government, whatever, IRS, and they're hard to get a hold of. You can't get a hold of them. And so it's just like that's what I'm facing, is that there's no program for them to talk to you. And all they promote is that you pay money to talk to a lawyer to do it for you. That's the system. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to talk to the layman. We want to talk to somebody who speaks our language or plays our game. And that's just not fair, because it doesn't promote growth. It doesn't promote people wanting to help at all. It just kind of keeps us in our place. And that's where I've just kind of hit this wall where it's like, I'm going to try to persevere, don't get me wrong. But man, they just make it so dark. Like, unnecessary. That's the thing. I don't mind challenges. It's unnecessary challenges that just frustrate me to no end. So it's like, people, they get bored easily when Rome wasn't built in a day. These projects take forever. I want to put solar onto a school, and eventually I want to put solar onto every school. And to accumulate people that want to donate is hard enough, and to get the city involved is extremely hard. And yet people are programmed to be like, oh, you haven't accomplished this in 3 months, 6 months, a year, or whatever. I had one solar consultant say it'll be a year alone just to get the project started, with all the paperwork and red tape to cut through. And I've come to realize that too. So it's just like, where people's patience and like thoughts are is beyond me, and it amazes me how they just like up and go and quit and don't help. And it's just, and then like the city, like it's like they don't want it. I finally like asked the question. I said, you can go this route to get solar onto your school. Everything will be covered. No risks for you. Look into it. And I got ghosted. All right. It's like I went as far as I could, really. So I could try other cities. I could try all that stuff, but it makes you not want to help. It just doesn't. It doesn't make you want to get your community to thrive, boost anything. Because it's like, wow, I'm giving you this, and you can't even have a dialogue with me. There's no contract. No one's signing anything. No one has to do anything. You just have to take the time, which they don't want to do. It's all the time, and help have a discussion with me. Forward this info. Post it somewhere for archives. So that's where it gets disappointing. It's just people all, it goes back to the meme. It's this guy on the podium and he's talking to an audience. Who wants change? The whole audience raises their hand. Who wants to change? Nobody raises their hand. And boy, I did not realize how true that is. People want everything handed to them. People want all these things that just happen. But you say, hey, can you help? Nothing. So here I am trying to work with the city and trying to work with the public, because that's what a nonprofit is. It's the problem, and then, funders. And both people are just like, losing steam, losing interest, leaving. So it was a hard reality for me, because I try to think, okay, people want this. People want a better world. All people, city officials, regular folk. But they just want things handed to them. So anyway, it's kind of a bummer. This week I've been mostly disappointed in the government system for not collaborating with the general public, making it hard to get a hold of, ghosting, using legal jargon that shouldn't be, to be honest. Sorry for any of my lawyer friends watching, but that's a shame. Something that deters people from moving forward because only the special few speak the language. That's messed up. So anyway, I just want to convey those thoughts. Tell me what you think. If you have any advice. Oh, that's another thing. Everyone just wants to give advice, but they don't want to help. They all have their verbal 2 cents. But it goes back to the bark and bite. One's verbal, one's in action. A lot of people just bark. A lot of people want to give you their 2 cents, what they think is right, even though they haven't done it before. And you're doing it wrong, and then they punish you by booking it, or just not helping, or just whatever. 2 things I want to leave it at. Oh man, I already forgot it. But like Simon Sheik, I believe his name, was just talking about how you shouldn't use the word non-profit or no for profit. It should be for improvement, is I think the word he wanted to use. And I agree with that. That's so true, because people go, oh, when I ask people, can you help me? They go, oh, do you need money or something? All things in this world, business, nonprofit, all of it takes some form of money. Like he said, like Simon said, you need the money, the gas, to pay for gas to get the car to go. But the purpose of the car isn't so that you pay money for gas. And there's a grander purpose. So for improvement, I'm doing this nonprofit, but yes, money will be involved. Oh my God, money will be involved. And I just hope, I'm like, I just need 10,000 people. I know it sounds like a lot, I get it. But theoretically, it's just, I need 10,000 people, and they all donate $10, and boy, could we make things happen. But God, people, humans, they just don't. And so yeah, kind of said that thing, and then I forgot what my second thing was, but it's like, for improvement. I gotta remember that. And then it's just all the jargon, all these things. People want to talk, but not help. Humans are an interesting beast. So anyway.